Trout Bomb Troubadour.
I wanna hold you. I wanna hold you till you come. I wanna fold you up like origami and hold you in my palm. I wanna hold you. I wanna hold you on the line. I wanna cradle you across my shoulder. Babble till your crying's over and you fall asleep to the busy signal whine.
Hey, welcome to Trout Bomb Troubadour. This is Scott Lowe. I'm here with my friend
Jay Gonzalez.
Trout Bomb Troubadour.
I get it, man. It's
It's crazy, man.
well, I mean, this reminds me of like 7 months ago learning how to play disc golf because all my buddies were just obsessed with it. Yeah, and it was like
exploded with the pandemic.
I mean, that's what I heard. I've heard it.
Fly fish for the first time ever today. Yeah. Caught 3 fish. Yeah. Catch anything?
Don't say that.
It's true, man. But I might have the bug. It's very relaxing. Alright, this first song is the first title cut off my album. It's called Back to the Hive. I know, may not show it, but I thought you ought to know. It's like cutting off my right hand, sending it up north. But at least I know that my hand is going where it knows it's forward. I'm happy that you're going, but I'm sad to see you go. I'm happy that you're going, but I'm sad to see you go.
Somewhere. I don't know where he went because he went off that sand. So hey Jay, or Abe, you're just gonna have to watch his fly and don't cross lines like the Ghostbusters, okay? Because only if the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's there. Alright, so Jay, I'm almost gonna be facing this way because I don't really want to cast up here in the shallow water.
Okay.
You know, I really want to cast right on top of this hole and let my flies sink down into there.
Okay.
So I'm really just going to try to put it on this rock right here, give it a min, and then just point at it through this hole. You know, and see how my line's kind of trying to creep a little bit? I can give it another little min, stay with it. See, that got kind of weird. It kind of went sideways, so I set the hook.
Oh, okay.
Like I saw it just kind of like hook a little bit, and I just
And
immediately just
and
went
that
that
way.
Yeah, so just take it on. Oh, you're probably good right there. Yep.
I'm happy that you're going, but I'm sad to see you go. Back to the bustle, to the I will love the high.
Rock right there. You know, nice and gentle. That's great. Give it a little min. Lift up. There you go. Now point out. That's good. Just one's good. Just be right. Just one at a time.
Okay.
Now just stay with it and point at it.
Okay.
It kind of flips over a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's fine. That might inside a fish. You never know. So if anything weird happens, pull the trigger.
Which way am I doing it again? That
Right.
Right to catch. Okay.
Set.
Just set the hook.
I don't know. I've been doing weird shit the whole time. But
Yeah, that's the. I can't.
no. I'm here for you.
Yeah. I just yelled.
I'm here for you.
And then how far down do I let it go before just
Well, so you're kind of in that depth.
So Jay, welcome to Hatch Camp.
Thanks for having me, man.
So good to have you. We were discussing when you got here, I think the one show we played together. Is it we only played one show together?
I believe so. I mean, I'm sure we're at
We probably
many
played,
shows in
yeah.
many lineups, you know, and many gigs. But,
Yeah.
but that was the one we
It
kind
was
of
an
planned.
Ath Fest 5 years ago
Yeah.
at Hendershots. I was releasing the new vintage. We think you might have been releasing
I think
something.
it might have been releasing the Bittersweet. It
might
was
have
so
been.
wait, 2016, 17, thereabouts. Yeah.
It was 5 years because that new vintage just hit 5 years. And like Seth Hendershot played on it.
Yeah,
and-
right.
Yeah. And
The
then-
ubiquitous Seth Hendershot.
Yes.
I love him.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
So, man, where are you from?
Originally, I was born in Yonkers, New York. Grew up in little upstate Somers, New York, and moved to Athens when I was 21 or 22. And I've
Great
been
time to
there
move to
since.
Athens.
It was. It was a good. That first few years was something else.
Did you move there for school or music?
No, music. I was in I went to school actually up in Western New York at a state school, SUNY Fredonia, and met my friends that ended up being in a band called Love Apple, and we moved down together, kind of scattered, and stayed as a band for a few years.
So you've probably been in a lot of bands.
Yeah, yeah. Probably. Well, you know, Athens it was a very incestuous band
Yes,
scene, so
yes.
it was like maybe I played one gig with one of the bands.
Right.
maybe a lot of
I mean,
bands.
I think I was in 14 or 15 bands in my 14 years in Athens.
That sounds about right.
Go down the rod. Okay. So now I want you to kind of aim at that pile of rocks over there.
Okay.
You know, just bring that rod back. Abe, you all right down there, bud?
I'm gonna be alright.
That's great. Give a little minute.
I'm gonna be okay.
I want to go help
Gotta
Abe.
be off this ground.
Don't fall in. We need to put some little floating
I
on
mean, I
that.
hear a lot of Beatles and like real melodic,
Yeah.
you know, like major sounding and like not really sarcastic, but it has this light air about it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a buddy of mine is a DJ commented on it, how I've sort of marketed or cornered the market on like junior high school dance, you know, like remembering
Like
that
60s
feeling.
junior high
yeah,
dance.
you know, like the band in the background, you know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. And you know, and that's I don't know, I think I've just always been influenced by kind of what I heard really early in my life, and
Yeah.
I've always been sort of predisposed to the top 40 sort of pop music, you know, the Casey Kasem stuff and you know, and then certainly the Beatles and stuff and a lot of, you know, piano rock and stuff like that. So
You play guitar for us here, but you mainly play keys.
well,
Or do you think
yeah.
it's split?
It's kind of split now with the truckers. I mean, I generally when we record, I'll play keys because there's already two fine guitar players in the band. So,
Right.
but then if there's, you know, if it's a song that doesn't need keys or needs that, you know, to revisit the sort of three guitar attack thing, then I like to play guitar. I guess during the live shows, bless you, I play a lot more guitar because you know, there's a lot of parts from John Neff and Jason Isbell and stuff.
57 would be cold.
People come out, I mean, is this a year-round thing? Or, yeah,
I mean, it slows down like January, February.
right.
But I mean, like July and November are traditionally my busiest months.
Okay.
But this July, I'm a little worried about the water being so low and warm. So trout are cold water fish, and if
Yeah.
the water gets above like 75, they start dying.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, we're already at like 66, 67 right now. I usually will stop fishing at 70,
Uh-huh.
hopefully to save fish.
Uh,
So I don't know what's going to happen this summer. But I mean, we have other streams of income out here too, so
good, good.
I'd rather...
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pun intended.
You're just so used to talking about streams.
Yeah.
Just-
These things are like,
That's some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, that's why, you know, every night it's I have to talk myself into going out there, and you know the keyboard thing at least kind of helps. Like, okay, at least I can go do that. And
Go
that's
hide
not-
over here.
You know, but the minute I'm playing guitar and God forbid I put a slide on my finger, it's like a meltdown. You know.
Yeah, right. So when did you join the Truckers?
2008, Marchish.
So what was the first record you were on?
The Big To Do.
Nice.
I had to think about it, and that because the Big To Do and Go Go Boots were kind of all recorded at the same time.
right.
And, you know.
And so it was English Oceans after that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I remember the first time I really was like, oh man, Jay's laying his weight into this record was the American Band, or is that the
Right. Yeah. The one.
And then I remember I messaged you, it was like, Jay, you just smashed this record.
Right.
Like,
Oh, cool.
like your melodicism came out.
Right.
I feel like.
I think it's just that one in particular. I think going into English Oceans was we were going for a real stripped down thing, and it almost went way past sort of that one. And it is cool. It's real spare and raw. And I think we just did 16 tracks on that. And
Just
instead of-
16
yeah,
tracks.
maybe. Well, I mean, no, I mean like 16 track recording.
Okay.
No.
I was like,
I mean, that's you know, Truckers is you
Yeah.
know, the hour and a half albums, you know.
they
but yeah.
write some songs.
Yeah, they wrote some songs, and some of them are, you know, epic sort of
Right.
widescreen, you know,
Totally.
cinematic things. But and then the American Band, I think, had some more room for a little more of the melody stuff. It depends on the songs, I guess.
Back to the bustle, back to where you feel alive. Back to the bustle, to the howl of love. Back to the bustle, back to where you feel alive. Thank you.
Your solo music, you just put on a new record. What's that called?
It's called Back to the Hive.
Back to the Hive, and it came out when?
Oh God, March
March of 2021.
21. Yeah, March 5th.
And so we were talking before about how, you know, the pandemic kind of really got you to push it out there.
Yeah. I mean, we had recorded some before, and then just sort of being at home, you know, Chris Grant is my co-producer and buddy up in New York, who I've been working with. So we kind of been sending stuff back and forth, and we were both not working nearly as much, and so we really focused on that and kind of, you know, made a goal to wrap it at the end of this past year.
Nice.
And then set up the mastering and just, you know, kind of had the deadline and did it. So yeah.
So how many solo records do you have?
I have two solo records and then one EP.
Yeah.
So
And I know you've been playing a lot.
yeah, I mean only the last few months.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Rick Poss from Athens,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Rick really, he was in town because his job in Nashville was on hold at the Brooklyn Bowl. Came to town and came up with the idea of playing at the Locos Field. I don't know if you remember
Oh, yeah,
that, but it's like
totally.
it's this little, not little field, but it's a, you know, little square with a big, the original UGA scoreboard behind it, I think.
Yeah.
And it's we ended up having these safe outdoor COVID, you know, shows, like just people coming in with masks, sitting in a square and buying a bunch of, you know, like groups of tickets beforehand.
Nice.
And it was really a lot of fun, and I really, for a lot of my friends, was sort of the easing out and into it. And by the end of the series, I think I did 7 or 8 of them. You know, by then things had eased a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. Kind of a harkening back to, I used to play on the rooftop of the Georgia Theater, and he started that for me. And that was, you know, just playing, you know, sort of AM Gold, cheesy 70s covers and whatever else I think of, and then bringing
One goes out to Drew and all the heathens. This is called it's called Heathens. Wait, sorry. There it is.
Have you played? Have you covered any?
I actually have learned one
CGI, CGI,
See you back up.
Oh shit!
CGI.
Look at
Get
that.
one?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Let me just get some footage of that. Fight, fight, fight. Give it to me.
Whoa.
That's a big one, ain't it?
Yep. I mean, not huge, but it's a good one. He's mad now. He saw that net. I'm losing ground, boys.
It's been really funny. Oh my god.
I'm all tied up here.
Okay, I got enough.
Well, I gotta get my fly back.
You'll have to bring it here.
I'm trying, Eddie. I'm trying. I'm giving her all she's got. You want me to-
There's no trying.
Can I help you somebody?
No, probably not.
There's no trying.
Wow.
You don't want to come in that late.
Oh my god.
Yay. Bring this doggy here.
Bring this doggy here.
Alright. Well, I spend my time snorkeling along just under the skin of the sea, gazing down occasionally at the creatures far below me. And I see you down there, my deep sea diver friend, and I envy you treasures that you find there. But you've been down low so long, I'm worried again. Well, I hold my breath and I dive on down, trying to reach the depths that you roam. But every time I head for the foam of that surface up above me, and I see you down there, my deep sea diver friend, and I envy you and the treasures that you find there. But you've been down
I mean, if I have like my songbook,
1,000?
1,000 if I have like the lyrics, but like if you just ask me to play a cover song right now, I know like 2 or 3.
Right.
Like, I can't remember any words. I
I
can't.
think you have that piano player advantage of being able to like read and play. Where
Well, I mean, yeah, it's easier, kind of look because you're just looking in there
Right.
as opposed to. But it is. Yeah, I mean, I really need to memorize some lyrics, including my own. And so
I mean, your own are usually the hardest to
they
remember.
are. They are.
Because you're the only one that sings them, and whereas like with your AM Gold stuff, like you've heard those on the radio,
Right.
80 times,
Yeah,
and they've
it's-
kind of like ingrained a little bit.
Yeah, since I was like 3 in the back of the, station wagon or whatever, Datsun.
Yeah.
You know.
Fly's already out of his mouth.
We kind of gave you a little rundown on fishing, and like, you don't have a whole lot of fishing experience,
No,
and you were out there slinging flies in 40 minutes,
Yeah.
I mean, not to huge success, but I
No,
mean, I feel
by no
like
means.
getting to turn those flies out there on the water and seeing how the process goes, like you're the next step closer to.
Exactly. No, now
Doing
it's
it again.
It's just a matter of getting the equipment and traveling to a place and doing it. And I'd love to. I'd love the calming effect you were talking about, the
Yeah.
sort of tai chi of it all. It's just
Yeah.
and the smooth motions and,
Yeah,
and
it's
everything.
real slow, and the more gentle you are.
Well, I do my best to understand you. Then you say, oh, my friend, I'm at my wit's end. You say your love is bona fide, but that don't coincide with the things that you do. And when I ask you to explain, you say.
Yeah, and like we were talking, it's kind of like, edging that line of art and entertainment, or just like, it's like you want to entertain, but you also want to have your art.
Well, sure, yeah. I mean, it's the process of doing it is there's never really a thought of like, this is what the kids want, I mean, and I don't even think when I was a kid, I don't even really think I thought that way. You just write what you like,
Totally.
and you hope, enough people check it out to just, be able to play, at a club somewhere or something, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do like a lot of music that was sort of born of that sort of thing, like the stuff from the Brill Building in the 60s and stuff that was very commercial, was aimed at like, 12-year-old girls or whatever, like, or the girl group stuff or stuff that was, and Motown, and stuff that was born out of that kind of thing. But the best stuff from that, transcends that. Carole
Totally.
King is not writing a, she probably wrote a lot of songs about that were just trying to sell it to the kids, but
You gotta be cool to be kind, in the right measure. Cool to be kind, it's a very good sign. Cool to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cool to be kind, in the right measure. Well, it's a very, very, very good sign. Means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be
I'm sure a bunch of schlock, and then like maybe a Pretty Things, SF Sorrow, like one of the original concept albums, and oh yeah, that's a good one. And it didn't like by any means like just like, oh yeah, it's really good, and it's like yes, and
That's
it's he was very quiet, very very amazing, and very methodical, and I'm buddies with Joe Rowe and Doug and all other Frank and other folks on the band, and it's just kind of amazing that they made this wonderful thing.
Yeah.
The box set that just came out is mind blowing. You know.
I love some Glens.
Yeah.
Trout Bomb Troubadour. Thanks for watching Trout Bomb Troubadour, y'all. Keep on tuned in, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Share with your cool friends. You can share with other ones too if you want.